All right, let me put this down a little bit. All right. Wow, really? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, what's up, y'all? I am going to do this quick. I'm just all messed up tonight. I swear, I'm trying to create a nighttime flavor so I could get this thing going. And I'm just at the last minute, I'm just doing all the wrong things, man. So, blame it on me. So I'm gonna make this quick anyway. So, all right, what's up, y'all? I'm back. Got whatchamacallit unplugged way up there. I couldn't find my other mount, so I got unplugged way up there. Got. I hope y'all can hear me via the microphone. So, like I said, I'm all 8 up tonight. I wanted to do this podcast and bring both of you guys on. Of course, I got Dash Traded down here, all in the mix down here. So we'll try to make it work, man. We're trying to put something together tonight. Trying to do this thing every night at 8 o'clock. But I knew something was up. I messed around at 6:45 this evening. I got a message from Amazon. I had 5 items delivered and didn't know I ordered 5 items. So it's kind of a little bit, I was like, whoa, what, whoa, where? Honestly, I was like, what the heezy? So I went and got those 5 items, and of course, all right. So I guess we're on. All right. I'm not satisfied right now, but anyway, all right. Once again, I'm back. All right, what's going on, humans? That thing up there don't look good at all. That looks ass trash. But it's gotta work. It's working. All right, so I am here today because I told y'all last night I want to bring y'all back in to help y'all understand. So we used to have a service, and we're bringing the service back, but Lydia came up with a very brilliant idea on how we're going to execute this service. It is our license, when we help you guys get your license reinstated and get warrants removed. We're just running into too many people that's getting warrants. So we want to really, really help you guys get your license back. But like I said, we don't at all want to run into the same problems we ran into before. What are those problems that we ran into before? We ran into the problem with a lot of people not following instructions, because when we was helping people get their license reinstated and helping people get warrants removed, every individuals was acting like they were all in. They were acting like, yep, okay, this is all I got to do. Wow, thanks. And then when we put everything in place and it was time for them to do their part, in some jurisdictions, you got to go down there. Individuals all scared. And then it was like, well, can I just do this? Now they're clucking. And what happens when people cluck is they now, because they're cluck addicts, they want to now blame the failures and the breakdown on you. You tell them what they got to do, and it's like, but I don't want to do that. And then it's like they try to reason with us, and it was just really amazing. I got tired of it. The stress level went real high. People, one thing I don't do is stress. You're not stressing me out. It's not happening. And so what we did was we canceled the program in its entirety. You know, you had a warrant for your arrest for non-payment of child support, or your license was suspended due to non-payment of child support. We was just like, look, we're going to go ahead and scratch the whole program because individuals will mess around and get you in trouble. One of those ways how people get you in trouble is they lie on you. When you go down and file bankruptcy is through a federal court, and they lie. A lot of individuals lie because you sit down in front of that trustee. And like I tell individuals, I don't trust nobody to talk. I expect everybody to cluck. So we're going to have this thing set up where you're not paying us for a bankruptcy. You're going to pay us to do consultant. And so you guys can do what you want. We're putting it together now. We already got a client now. We're working on there. Every step of this thing, he has to sign off on it and approve it. Now when we do our bankruptcy program, we hit you off with an itinerary. Every stage of that, we break the whole process is broken up. You're not giving us one fee for everything. The 885 fee is broken up into various things, and we are going to submit to you each stage a way that thing is happening, so you don't be misconstrued by nothing. You can't lie like individuals do. Excellent and great liars. I'm serious. Individuals are excellent and great liars. But like I said, we're putting things in place now where we're protecting ourselves. Okay? So let me break it down to you in case you didn't know. Break it down to you in case you didn't know. A lot of you guys, you look at child support and you're under the impression that child support is special debt. Yeah, you're under the impression that child support is special debt. You're under the impression that, you know, this is what they try to get you to believe, that when it comes to child support, no matter what, you got fired, you better go rob somebody and pay this money. They scare y'all into all these antics and tactics to get y'all to believe that no matter what, you must pay child support. This is not the case. Now, a lot of you guys out there, you got arrearages at $60,000, can't get your license back. You got arrearages at $100,000, can't get your license back. You can file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy and you can get your license back. Child support debt is just like any other debt. It's not special. Y'all think it's special. They scare y'all. If you don't know anything, know this. Everybody that says you owe me, notice I'm talking creditors. All of your creditors, they say you owe me in money form. They don't say you owe me some favors. They don't say you owe me 50 hellos every day. They said you owe them, and it's a dollar amount. As long as you owe somebody a dollar amount, our federal government, not local child support court, our federal government says you can bring that debt to us and we'll manage it between you and the creditor. And child support is no different. They just got y'all to believe that. In your Schedule D of your bankruptcy, Chapter 13, not Chapter 7, you cannot wipe the debt away, but it's called a Chapter 13 Reconstruction Payment Plan. You reconstructing how you're going to pay this. All right? You can do that. Like I said, we charge $885 for this service, right? And child support court like any other court, once again, as long as somebody want money from you, a bankruptcy trustee, bank money, sounds the same. A bankruptcy trustee could say, you are not owed that debt to them right now. Right now, you owe us the debt. No, this is why they say stop harassing phone calls. Stop this, stop that. Tell somebody you filed bankruptcy and they have to leave you alone. We've been doing this for well over 20 years. 732-875-9111. You're going to text your name and $50 consultation. I'm ready when you're ready. So once again, I am going to tell y'all about some bankruptcy stories because, like I told one of my clients today, I am not the type of person that sit down here, read about, tweeted, knows somebody that did it. All the things that I can tell you about, all of my services that I do here are services that I know fully aware of. I executed. I drafted up. Violations against law firms. I drafted up and filed motions against Ford Motor Company. I drafted up and filed motions against every credit consultant, every credit collection agency out there. I drafted up a 342A failure to comply, total violation of the automatic stay. I've drafted up these documents and filed them in court. So let me tell you about a time we filed a bankruptcy for this individual. He had an Expedition. His wife had the Ford Explorer. She owed money on a Ford Explorer. Appreciate that, godson, my man. Individual had a Ford Explorer. His wife had, individual had an Excursion. His wife had the Explorer. They filed bankruptcy. The tow truck, the repo company came to the house. He had the Expedition blocking an Explorer. They got into an argument. We filed bankruptcy. They was like, F all that. We don't care about bankruptcy. This is why bankruptcies are done in federal court. Nobody supersedes a federal judge. So your debt, when your debt got they got their judgment in lower courts, can't supersede a bankruptcy. So they arguing to do. 2 days later, the lady goes to the store. A lady comes running in. Miss, somebody's taking your car. She runs out there. Same tow company guy. He catches her. You bitch. He drags her car around the thing. He's arguing with her. He got her car on the tow truck. She says, at least give me my baby seat. Takes the baby seat out, tosses it. Yeah, it's blah, 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 blah. Guess who they called? I'm going to give y'all one guess, but you're only going to need one. Boom. I drafted up a violation of Article 342A of a judge's automatic stay. Every bankruptcy number, the first three letters are the judge's initials. So it's no mistake what judge is handling this. Filed out, drafted up, boom, 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 boom. 24 hours, and ain't that what they go? 24 hours later. Ain't that how they go? 24 hours later, they up at court in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, on Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. All rise. The judge sits in there and say, oh, so you took the car anyway, huh? Yep, blah, blah. Your Honor, we got a repo thing. The judge is sitting there looking at him like, that's what you got. That ain't what I said. How much is this Ford Explorer worth? The guy said, Your Honor, he thinking $6,100 is the retail value of the truck. He said, wow, I'm going to need that $6,100. Pulled out his calculator. I'm going to need $33,900 added on more to that from your company by close of business today, or I'm locking y'all up. He charged them $40,000 for violating his order and said, I hope the truck was worth it. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Bankruptcy court is no different. No different. I'm going to give y'all one more story. We had a gentleman had his license suspended. Y'all gonna love this one. This is a classic story. Gentleman had his license suspended. We helped him get his bankruptcy motion together. Files it in court. Calls the state motor vehicles. Every state motor vehicles has a bankruptcy department. The bankruptcy department, we got the lady's name. Hi, I'm Mrs. Okie dokie. Miss Okie dokie, XYZ, we got a stay, automatic stay from the judge, blah, 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 blah. The lady says, well, we got to wait for the jurisdiction that suspended them to notify us. You can't notify us. We said, Mrs. Such and such? Yeah, okay. Do me a favor. Hang around your fax machine. Got a present for you coming through your fax machine. Drafted up a violation of Article 342A of the automatic stay. Drafted it up, sent it to him, faxed it to him. And it said, and I quote, Mrs. Such and such, you don't wait for no little lady down at the municipal override judge. But we appreciate you telling us that you're going to say, a federal judge don't get to tell me to release this. I tell you that municipality got to do it because everybody got authority and everybody says, oh, you're trying to get over. Yeah, no, it's the law. Because what I learned in law school was for every law, there's a law that counters that law. That's what I learned. So we filed it, we sent it to her. 1 hour and 15 minutes later, dude called me crying. Thanks, man. Damn, yo, I appreciate this, man. This and all that. You know how he got his license suspended? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? About 15 years before that, he was in a police chase. And he hit the pole, this utility pole, one of them utility poles. They charged him like $45,000 for the pole. He did more damage than that, but that's the main thing. He hit the pole. They charged him $44,000 for that, suspended his license for 15 years. I said, you can get your license back. They said, bro, you can get your license back. Man, I'm telling you, it's money. They want money from you. As long as they want money, bankruptcy court is your answer. Filed it, this and all that, got his license back. Y'all be having $5,000 in child support arrears, and then all of a sudden, they suspend your license, but then all of a sudden, it don't work for that? It works for that. Child support is not special. Not special. Y'all think it's special. Y'all do. Y'all think it's special. Let me tell you just how much y'all think child support debt is. You lose your job. And then, like a dummy, like a good dummy, y'all some good dummies. I'm serious. You will allow a judge to tell you, if you don't get a job, I'm gonna lock you up. See, the reason why y'all go to court and believe that is because y'all don't understand the structure of a judge, law, police officer, hearing officer, a constable. Y'all don't understand the structure of law. Nobody can make you get a job. Nobody can make you get a job. If so, I missed that in law school. I missed that. Nobody can make you get a job. If you believe that you can go to court and the judge can make you get a job, that same said judge should make somebody hire you. You can't do that. They cannot make. You only brought into it because you were scared. You only brought into, all right, I want you to come back in here next month on the 15th and you better have a job. You brought into that. You brought into that. A judge is a judge for what they do. They're not a judge on the economics. If everybody's getting laid off, if a judge gonna tell you to get a job, and when you go back in there on the 15th, you should have the national job report. All rise. Oh, we're here today. Mr. Smith, did you get a job? Your Honor, I did not get a job. I told you, you better have a job. I come in. Your Honor, I filed with the courts, the quarterly job. Yeah, like 600,000 people lost their job last quarter. How can I gonna find a job? Y'all allow, this is the bread and butter of how you need to understand how to fight in family court. Y'all allow a judge, a hearing officer, to act like they're professionals. Y'all will allow them to tell y'all how you feel, why you should be working. What y'all allow all that. I'm saying to myself, I would say to myself, because I never believed it. I can tell y'all my beliefs on family court till blue in face. Y'all don't believe me. Everybody scared. People be having me on retainer and be all calling me up. Calm down. Whoa, calm down. You got a warrant? We got a dude that got a $250 warrant. How the hell do you get a $250 warrant? I never, in 25 years I've been doing this, I've never seen a $250 warrant. You know what that $250 warrant was? It was a, come on, please come in so we can try to trick you into telling you we got jurisdiction. The woman don't live, he lives in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. The mother lives in Mississippi. He switched to daddy's house here in Virginia. Nobody lives in that jurisdiction. So what do? They got his address in there, or they got his address. Oh yeah, we know he don't live here, but we gotta charge a $250 bond? $250? Are you serious? Yeah, they serious. So, if y'all don't mind, allow me to read to y'all what I sent the judge. Because y'all gonna stop going with me. Allow me to read to y'all what I sent the judge. Please, please, please allow me to, please. So let's be clear. You see that? Kelsey Sharon Judge. I said Upper Marlboro, didn't I? See that? Can you see it? Is it focusing on you? Okay, there it go. So we sent this to the judge. Sent the letter to the judge because y'all believe in nonsense. So the judge put a warrant out, a $250 warrant out for him. $250. So allow me to read the letter that we sent to the judge. And by the way, we sent the copy to the Federal Ethics Committee to help them understand, help her understand, whatever it is you think you're doing, this little slick thing you're doing, it ain't working. This is how we get down over here. One of the things that I tell individuals, and I will tell you guys over and over and over again, when you got me on a retainer, you do a consultation with us, just relax, exhale. There's nothing. Y'all gonna stop constantly getting caught up in the cookie cutter nonsense. It's all cookie cutter. They take the same thing and apply it to the same person. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. So this is the letter that we sent to the judge. Let me turn it this way. One way, there we go. Oh, I like that. Now that I have a full understanding on how child support works, I'll say this. Family court clerks and judges will do anything to secure a Title 4D account. Title 4D is child support. Question. Why did you knowingly put a $250 bond on an individual that doesn't live in your jurisdiction? Is it an attempt to justify your actions? What I mean by that is, you put a $250 bond on him, so when he come in, you're scaring him into saying, you live here, yes, 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 yes. And then say, okay, now we're gonna drill your bun hole on the bigger picture. That's what this is. I told y'all, tricking y'all is not illegal. But when I see these things, I can read the shit and see what they're doing. Because you don't understand law, you be like, oh, they got a bond, oh, I'm going to jail, oh, they're gonna be playing with my bun hole, oh. I look at it and laugh, you know, I look at it and laugh. So let me reread that so you guys can understand. Question, as you can see, I'm reading the right thing. Question, see, question. Why did you normally put a $250 bond on an individual that doesn't live in your jurisdiction? Is that an attempt to justify your actions? That's what I sent them. That's what's going. Yeah? You see what, you see where the letter is going to? We see where we sent the copy to also? The Office of Bar Counsel. I don't know what y'all be thinking. It's funny to me. It really is. But please, let me continue. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And by the way, attorneys ain't gonna do this for you. No, attorneys ain't gonna do this. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna tell you where they're doing wrong at so you can gain strength. They're gonna just be like, well, turn yourself in and we'll see what the judge say. That's what an attorney gonna tell you. So check this out. I have no idea why you signed off on such a low bond. Normally, it's much higher. Basically, I'm telling her, I know why it's a low bond. It's a low bond because no harm, no foul. You should have $200. Come on in here, turn yourself in, let me cuff you and all that, and scare you into accepting the jurisdiction. Because when we made that move, when he switched to daddy's house down here, they were like, damn. So he was like, yeah, is it going to work? I said, oh, yeah, they're going to make a move and they won't make it count. I mean, he got us on retainer. So check this out. Let me reread that. You lost because I'm doing a lot of talking. I have no idea why you signed off on such a low bond. Normally it's much higher. I'm patronizing her. I'm making fun of her. I'm poking the bear. I'm saying, can I get a higher bond amount? That's what I'm saying. My address is stated above. Why can't you just send a sheriff to come and get me? That's what's here. That's what's here. See it right there. There it is right there. You see it right there? You see it? For all those that's watching on Dash Street. What did I say? Why can't you just send the sheriff to come get me? You know why you can't send the sheriff to come get me? Because you don't have no jurisdiction. You scaring me into coming near, so you put a bond. You guys got to know these tricks. Tricking you is not illegal. It's not illegal. And ain't nobody on social media gonna break this stuff down like I'm breaking it down. You're gonna go find them. They don't exist. Back to your regularly scheduled program. All right, so check this out. I think, and I'm pretty sure, the right narrative is neither party lives in your jurisdiction. Evidence is attached. My address is in your system. Meaning, when he goes online, his out-of-state address is in their system. So we put attached is my address, clearly out of your jurisdiction. And the mother is in Mississippi. So nobody is in your jurisdiction. Why did you put a bond on me? They put a bond on him strictly to scare him to come. That's why they did it. Once they get him there, they're going, you know you live here. That's all it's for. We ended it with this. This is your notice where you're wrong. I will file a federal lawsuit for $1,000 for every minute I'm in custody. And you can explain to your bosses, the higher courts, why this attempt at trying to justify your jurisdiction is in violation of my constitutional rights. That is how you deal with these judges. That is how you deal with these individuals that try to act as if they're right. They're scaring y'all into saying, no, I'm right. No, you're not. You're wrong. Now, I'm going to tell you something about me. I don't know if y'all I'm going to tell y'all something about me. Tell y'all something about me. This is just how I've been all my life. This is not nothing. At 56 years old, this is not nothing that just poofed up and started with me yesterday. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell y'all something about me. Can I have a minute of your time? Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Me and wrong don't get along. Let me start rocking. Me and wrong don't get along. I don't get along with wrong. Across the board. I don't get along with wrong. I don't. Me and the number two was talking today. And I don't want no version of love if it's not 100%. If you talk to me like trash, I don't ever want to talk to you again. When you do me wrong, I'm not mad at you. Like I said, I have never had nobody that was lower than me. I'm not talking military. I'm talking like in my personal life. I've never had anybody on my level do me wrong. Everybody that did me wrong. I mean, if I had diarrhea, I wouldn't even hire them to clean my toilet. That's how low they are. It's always somebody. You will never have an issue with somebody on your level. You will always have issues with somebody beneath you. Back to your regularly scheduled program. I don't get along with wrong. When y'all call me up, when y'all hire me for a consultation, and I read some of the motions that y'all get sent, bro, I'll be like, wow. What? Like, I got 9 people watching my live stream. Why my live streams don't be having thousands of people listening to me? Why? And like I said, there isn't no function. There's no narrative of any service that I do that I haven't done. I'm talking in the courts, banging out with the judge. Y'all allow family court to have y'all feeling like criminals. Y'all do. Y'all allow judges to act like they're economists. They understand the economy. Yeah, I had one client down in South Carolina. The judge said to him when he took his doctor's information, "I don't believe you." I drafted him up a motion. I don't care if you don't believe him. I sent it to you. I'm not submitting anything else. He went there after I drafted up the motion. He filed that motion. And the judge ain't saying nothing. She squealed out like a good bitch. Y'all be allowing these people to talk to y'all like y'all just wrong. Like y'all just, no, I didn't do anything wrong. And guess what? I don't have a job. There's not a person that live on this planet that had ups their entire life. But for some reason, family court judges, they act like y'all lives are nothing but ups. Money is just rolling in. You done tripped over a brick of money in your house last night and you gotta pay child support. No, you don't. If you don't have a job, if you got warrants for your arrest for non-payment of child support, take the matter out of lower courts and file a bankruptcy motion and let a federal bankruptcy judge say, lower courts, leave him the fuck alone. He don't have no money. And that's how bankruptcy works. 732-875-9111. Before I leave tonight, I want to talk to you guys. Before I leave tonight, I want to talk to you guys about hearing officers. Make this real quick. Hearing officers don't have a place in criminal court. They don't have a place so they shouldn't have a place in family court. You guys allow yourself to go to court and listen to a hearing officer. You guys allow yourself to go to court and allow a hearing officer to have and make you think they are top dog. Allow me to do something. I'm gonna go into my documents, the next screen over. I shouldn't lose even though I'm in the computer. And I'm gonna read to y'all a motion that I drafted up. I'm gonna read to y'all a motion that I drafted up. Y'all got a minute? I'm gonna read to y'all a motion that I drafted up. This motion was out of Kings County, New York, which is Brooklyn. And the hearing officer's name was Jacquire somebody. I've dealt with her about 5 times out of about the 5 or 6 clients that we had in Brooklyn, New York. And I'm gonna read to y'all this motion. Check this out. Come on, stroll down for me. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna read to y'all this motion. I'm gonna read to y'all. And now comes the respondent on this 20th day of May. I just drafted this up today to be filed tomorrow in Brooklyn. This motion, he got to go to court June 6th. This motion is filed in a timely manner. Knock it off with the threats on the if I don't appear. You're a hearing officer. Your title has no meaning. Your title has no meaning. You think I'm kidding? I have a phone right here. I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna show it to you in camera. All right? This is how you talk to them. This is how you talk to them. So hold on. Because it's in, I'm streaming from this laptop and it's in there. I can't. So I'm gonna take a picture of it. Photo. So I'm gonna take a picture of it. You see that? You see that right there? Let me go back into the screen. I'll show you guys in a second. Just hang tight. Appreciate that, Dad. My man says, good stream. Check this out. You see that right there? You're a hearing officer. Your title has no meaning. See it right there? You're a hearing officer. Your title has no meaning. This is how you need to talk to them creatures. You're a hearing officer. Your title has no meaning. I'm sorry I can't get it to you guys up there real good. I ain't got to lie about the motions we drafted over here. They don't have no meaning. Knock it off with the threats. Oh, if you don't show up, I'm going to put a warrant for my arrest. You ain't putting a warrant out for nothing. You're a hearing officer. Go kick a can and have a nice day. You're nothing. Like I told the hearing officer, who are you talking to? Oh, you go see the judge. I'm counting on it. Why do y'all? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to need a second. I'm going to need a second. Guys, y'all fucking with me tonight. That's what y'all doing. Y'all fucking with me tonight. Y'all fucking with me tonight. Yeah, y'all is. Yes, you are is. They don't mean nothing. Y'all sit up there and answer questions. Y'all allow hearing officers. This is what y'all do. Yeah, you do. Shut up. Y'all allow a hearing officer to tell you, bring all this up, bring this thing in. If you don't, you're gonna get locked up. Bring me your pay stub, bring this and all that. We drafted up a motion last week for a cat that said, who are you talking to? And who? I'm fighting this lady. Shouldn't she subpoena me for this? Why are you threatening me for this stuff? And let's file a motion in federal court, and you can tell a federal judge, what's with these threats? Y'all adhere to the threats. You threaten me, you get nothing. You bluffed, I'm gonna call it. That's not law. That is the side of the child support court that was deemed unconstitutional. The way y'all participate in that trash is y'all downfall. That's y'all downfall. Once again, got your warrants, got warrants for non-payment of child support, got your license suspended due to non-payment of child support. For $885, we can get your license reinstated. We can help you get your warrants removed, okay? Just the information is below the video, 732-875-9111. Please text us, $50 consultation. That's what it starts with when you're ready. You call, you're gonna get blocked. You guys, you have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 noon. Miss Shulin, I think it's Shulin. She is gonna be here tomorrow with us. She's gonna tell us about the chicks that's coming to her swap meet. They're coming to her swap meet, and they're coming into the swap meet and they're buying that weave. They got a new dog weave this out. It's very cheap. She says the women of color are buying it up like crazy. Y'all don't want to miss it. She'll be calling in tomorrow at noon. Later, y'all.